At this school, are you okay? You're okay. All right. All right. So let's begin. This is the nature of the stock market. It's about demand and supply. Demand meaning that if there is a lot of mad rush for a particular stock, it means a lot of people love it. Therefore, it will push the price up. If there is a lot of supply, it means a lot of investors don't like the particular stock. They will push their shares onto the market, then the shares price will start dropping. That is the basic rule for this. And the system is such that it operates on this principle. In case all of you decide to buy, let's say, Standard Chartered Bank, when Trader 1 or Investor 1 purchases it, and the next one comes in, let's say they are 30, the more it builds. So if you are the last buyer, it means you are going to buy it at the peak. The peak meaning that at the highest price. I hope it's clear. It's the same as the supply. If there's indication that we should sell some shares and Investor 1 gets the hint quickly that no, this is the time to sell. By the time it goes to Investor 30, the price would have dropped to the lowest minimum. So normally with investors, they interact. Which shares do you think we should buy? Stanchart, Access Bank, MTN, and so on. Yesterday in the presentations, we saw some people recommending that you should buy MTN shares. Some were saying Access, and so on. Even amongst yourselves, you were recommending some stocks. Based on this information and whatever information you have access to, you will decide to go into a company. So, we have a cash balance that is 100,000 cedis. Alright? If you decide to buy a particular stock, the portfolio value will change. Okay, so what it is that, let's say you buy 10,000 Access Bank for 100,000 cedis. Your cash will become 0 and your portfolio will become 100,000. The portfolio value will change when the price changes. The cash balance doesn't change. The portfolio value changes. If you buy shares, the cash balance will reduce and it would form part of the portfolio value. Portfolio value plus the cash balance will give you the 100,000. When the price changes, the portfolio value will change. That means it will be higher than the 100,000 or lower depending on how the price goes. Today's gain or loss means that as at now that we are trading, the market is experiencing a negative return. That's why we can see negative 1.20. The whole market, as in every, then the top performer is just Unilever Ghana. It shows that there is demand in Unilever, and this is dynamic. It will change as time goes on. Now, moving down, you can see sort by. Drop down there. So if you are sorting by the name, that's what we can see. That's the default. If you are sorting by price, as you can see for Unilever, 16 for Total, and so on. It goes down to the lowest price. SIC 35 pesos per share. can sort by price change as well. So just as you are seeing here, so the change minus 0.21 plus 0.44 and also continues down. But I would prefer that we we stick to the default for the price. So this is the default. We have it there. So now I want to purchase MTN shares. You can choose the sector you want to buy from also here, the top right. You see all sectors. If you want to buy MTN, you click on telecom. It displays on your screen. If you want to buy financial institution stocks, you click and it sorts it out for you very beautifully. So now I want to buy MTN. I click on telecom. Then this is the trade. The trade is the purchase or sale. You click on it. The current price is 3 cedis 11 pesos. Today it has gained 1 cedi 28 pesos. So what do you want to do? Buy. Now you don't have anything in your portfolio. Click on the buy, then the value or the number of shares you want to buy. So let's say 2,000, or let's say 200. And you confirm the trade. As soon as you confirm the trade, you see it will jump to the portfolio side. It shows that I've purchased MTN shares at an average price of 3 cedis 11 pesos. Today's value 622 cedis. It hasn't changed yet, so the value will be the same. So as you can see, the cash position has changed to 99,378 cedis. The portfolio value remains the same. Now let's transact or let's purchase something else. So let's say you go to energy. I want to buy Total Petroleum. Current price 16 cedis 1 peso. Change in the market 1.92%. We want to buy, so you click on the buy. Number of shares 1,000 shares. The value is estimated cost is 16,010 cedis. You confirm the trade. Bought successfully. It adds up to your portfolio. As it stands now, I'm the only one trading. That is why we are not seeing any changes in the market. But it's dynamic. It's going to be changing. Alright. When we all enter the market and we start trading, the prices will start changing. So you see here, please can you see the cursor? You can see the cursor, right? So the gain or loss will start to change. Let's purchase something else. We go to the financial sector. I'd like to purchase Access Bank. Access Bank to. Alright, let me try whether this will be okay. So this also has been bought. Let me buy some more Access Bank. You can buy some more of the same stock. So let's say you enter this value. You see insufficient funds. Insufficient funds. It means whatever you are buying has to be within the cash position you have. If you don't have money, the system won't allow you to buy. So you have to modify the number of shares. So let's see whether this can go through. The same insufficient. So what you have to do is to go down and check what do you have in your cash. It's 7,568 cedis. Then you come back and modify your trade to ensure that you buy within the 7,000 cedis. Choose any of the companies you want to buy. I think this one will go through. Okay. Then in the same way you are buying, Okay, so you've seen that this top performer has changed. So MAC is now the top performer as we are putting in the orders. Somebody may say, no, maybe MAC is a good stock, so let me go into it and buy. It depends on your own decisions. You have to decide which stocks you want to buy. Then, probably the stock's price are not changing. So you want one that will go fast for you. So you go back to trade and say, I want to sell. Okay, confirm trade. 100,000 shares sold. So means this shares moves down to 9,000. It was 10,000. It goes down. All right. The portfolio also increases. The cash position increases. Please, is it clear? All right. When you scroll down to the bottom of the screen, you select the stock that you want to see the performance. So within 1 hour, this has been the performance of Access Bank. So between 247 and 320, as we are trading, this has been the performance. Let's see the 1 week. Okay, so we open the market just right now. So you can see 1 day, 1 week. All right. Once it's within the same period, this is what you are going to see. So any other stock again, you see the prices changes. GCB. So it shows that GCB has dropped within the last 1 hour. And fan milk. So that is how you can use to tell which stock is going up or coming down. You can also check from the dashboard. So the change here is also an indicator. Okay, change 1.25. You can see which one is going up. But if you want to have the graphical picture of it, then you go to the bottom of the screen to click on it to select which stock you want to see. Alright, so I want all of you to start purchasing stocks so that we see how it's going to work. You can purchase any one of them. In the cash amount. This is not the, we're not going to give max here, or I'll give you max here. We're not giving any max here, so just buy and sell. I want to see what they are doing. Is it going well? Now the top performer has changed again to ALLGH. It's going down. Okay, so the red means it's going down. When you see red on the dashboard, it means the price is dropping. You need help. Is everything going fine? Buy, just keep buying and selling. You want to see the person that's going to get the biggest value in the next 10 minutes. In the next 10 minutes. So keep buying and selling. Let's see how it's going. Oh, slowly, please, assistant. How is it going? Emmanuel? Okay, okay. Charlie, we need help here. Ian, guys. We need help here, please. You want to sell? Come here. Yeah, you can sell. Buy and sell. Just notice that we will correct that. We correct it before the completion. Different figure. Okay, the system will correct that. Give you our own so that we see some of those things. This is your portfolio. This is your portfolio, right? And this is the market. So it will be different. It will come from the time you got it till you sell. The portfolio price changes. No, the gain and losses on the portfolio will be different from the market. It is calculating it based on the date you bought to the time you sell. So the market times it from the date or from beginning of the year. But the portfolio value or the portfolio gain and loss will time from the time you bought it. Is it clear? So it will be different. It won't be the same. As you can see, my portfolio has gone up by 130. So what it means is that you've been given cash of 100,000 cedis. Make sure you trade and get more value on it. So if you get total portfolio of 99,000, it means you are losing. Do you understand? It should be such that the value will go up. The portfolio value will go up. And you know, it may not be your fault. Traders sometimes go wrong. We think that, okay, so recently I bought some shares for a certain client in MTN. The share price was 4 cedis 30 pesos. I went to buy it for the client. And now it's 4 cedis. So effectively, the client is losing. But that doesn't mean that the price will go down forever. We know the value in MTN. We know that it will rebound. So when you buy it and it is going down within the short period, it doesn't mean that it will go down forever. It will rebound, or it may rebound depending on the company. It may not also rebound. It may go down, 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 down. So that means you don't have any value. We have a lot of investors like that. They bought shares and their value has dropped. I can give an example. Okay, so for example, UT Bank. When UT Bank was on the market, it was trading around, let's say, 30 pesos. Then all of a sudden, the price dropped. Then it got delisted from the market. It means investors lost their monies in the bank. You understand? We have another one on the market now. There's Cow Bank. Cow Bank has been trading for around 70 pesos per share. As we are talking now, it's around 30 pesos. It means if you bought shares in Cowbank, let's say 2 months ago, now you are losing, and the market hasn't recovered yet. So in this position, you are losing. So whatever you are buying now, you should have confidence in it and be patient. It may not recover. There's nothing like that. Okay, I think I'll explain that. So there is a certain scale that investors also use. Sometimes when I buy a particular stock, I have an objective that when it goes up 30%, I sell. Sometimes too, you buy a certain stock, then information comes out that, oh, this company is going to collapse very soon. Then it starts dropping. There is something that we call stop loss. So when it's going down, you can quickly sell it. Okay, in the same way you are putting the 30% on the buy, you can also put 20% or a certain percentage. That's your personal objective. Personally, that's what you want to do. So each investor is unique. Each investor has his own risk appetite. Each investor has his own objectives. So based on your own assessment of the stock, or based on your own time horizon in the investment that you are doing, you put the limits. So stop loss of, let's say, 10%. So when the price starts dropping to a certain level, you say, no, let me quickly go out. So it depends on you yourself. Nobody should dictate it to you. You have to be monitoring the market. You have to keep monitoring the market. Yes. This one we don't have. That's sophisticated. We don't have that one. We don't have that one, please. We are not there yet. Yeah. Okay, so I'll be taking questions. We need one microphone here for the students to be able to ask their questions. So yeah. So I'm on standby to take questions. you have questions, please raise your hands. All right, Joe, there are no questions. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. I have a series of questions that I need clarification, and I hope that all of us also needs. Now, does the system, you were talking about stop losses and then you take profits. So does the system has that feature? And also, does it have a feature where you can place some of the orders like buy stop orders or sell stop orders? And then 2, I realized that after buying all your stock, there is, if you watch closely to the price changes, it is still, it has no change. The value of the portfolio only changes when you initiate a trade. But I know that in trading, sometimes when you are holding your stocks, whilst other traders are trading, the price changes should reflect in your stock. But on the system, the moment you buy all the stocks, the price has no change. It is standstill unless you initiate a trade. Is there any clarification on that? And then you also said that you give this thing to us in the morning. I didn't understand that particular statement. I want you to make clarifications on that. Thank you. If there's anything to, I'll let you know.
All right, thank you. Let me answer.
And also, when you refresh the page, everything goes, your portfolio vanishes. Because when you were presenting, there were some inconsistencies in the prices of the stocks. Your top performer was different from us, so we are trying to refresh to reconcile, but it all vanished. So we want you to clarify on that.
All right, in case I'm missing any of them, then you let me know. So the first one is the stop loss, and which one?
The market orders.
The market orders. All right, so this system requires that you monitor it manually. So the systems you are talking about in our in the Ghana Stock Exchange, the system that we use to trade, all right, you can put price limits on them. This is a training platform. It doesn't have that. It requires that you are attentive on the market throughout. And it's a short period that will be using to trade. Please stop distracting him. He's listening to the answers. Please. So pause. Okay, so the system doesn't have that. So it requires that you attentively follow through. Okay, so that you have your own investment objectives. You set the objective that manually in your own assessment. Let's say you don't want it to go below 20% to know that the stock will be a very bad stock. So as soon as it reaches the 20% loss, you sell, then you can hop into a different company that you think has the upward potential. And there are situations like that. In the situation with Cowbank, I gave the example. So with Cowbank, an investor has called me. He called me on Thursday to say, Kofi, sell, sell, sell. But I was of the view that the price is a very good price. You can buy now so that when it goes up, you can sell. But he says, no, sell for me now because I want to cut my losses. I will sell now and I'll buy a different stock or a different company that I know will go up immediately. There are instances like that. So you have to manually check. And when you buy the stock too, you don't necessarily have to wait to keep it in the... You don't have to necessarily wait for the shares to be in there. So when the price goes up, you can decide to sell and have it in cash. Okay, maybe you bought some 5 stocks. Number one has gone up like 30%. You sell and keep it in cash. The cash is there for you. Number two, it goes down. You sell quickly, use it to buy another stock. It goes up, and you sell and keep it in cash. So you can keep doing that until your portfolio is nice in your own eyes.
Yes, but that is where.
Relax. You see, in situations like that, you have to let me end, then you come in. So keep writing down, because I know there are about 3 more that I haven't touched on. So I want to attempt answering all of them. Then you come back with more questions. Sir, please, do you understand? Okay. All right. So that is what the professionals, that is the practice in the market. Okay, so it's either you are putting the stop losses there or you monitor it yourself. In the forex markets, we can even go to bed and it's the market, it doesn't sleep. That is the forex market for you. But in our market here, from 3 p.m., we have closed. There are some markets, when you sleep, you lose money. So that is where you have that dynamic indicators. So stop loss, met targets, and all those things. As soon as it gets to those prices, it triggers. Then the sale will go through. By the time you wake up from bed, you realize that your shares have been sold already. Or the time you wake up from bed, you realize that the shares have been purchased for you already. We want to plead with you that this system hasn't reached there yet. Even Ghana, we don't go and sleep for the stock market to trade. This is a practice system. So please, let's bear with it. All right. So the next question is what?
Has to do with whilst we are trading, there will be news in the market.
Yes.
Is the news price like, would the student have to act on the news, or the news will be on the system? There will be a pop-up news on the system where traders will act on it.
Okay. Joe, it looks like your people, they're asking for the Wall Street kind of market. The Wall Street. All right. It's very good. I mean, so this is the first system we have produced. It's a good information for us. We can include that. But as it stands now, as you can see, the system doesn't have that. All right. So we are expecting that the news that you yourselves gave out yesterday, you gave some news yesterday on your company. The others too gave some news. The stock pitch people gave some news as well on the economy, on the company, on their projections, all those. Please, let's rely on those news and use them to trade. If you didn't participate in that, you can talk to the colleagues or your colleagues who participated and get that kind of news and use them to trade. Is it clear?
And then the final question I want you to clarify that when you buy the stocks, the price doesn't change unless maybe you execute additional trade before you see a change in the value of your portfolio. So I want you to clarify that. Does the system allow us to only do the buying and the selling to change portfolio, or we have to see some percentage change in the stock prices? Thank you.
Okay, all right. In our markets, I'm referring to the live markets like the Ghana Stock Exchange. There are a lot of instances where some of the share price, they don't change at all. A lot of them, they don't change at all. You can see trades ongoing, they don't change at all. And I'm not saying that this one, the whole of it is like that. The system has been built such that every 8 seconds, there should be a certain kind of change. If there is no change, it means there is no reason for it to change. Okay, and we've realized that the prices too, they read different. All right, it is something that we have realized, the IT team. So we're going to look at it. All right, I think it's because we've all accessed it based on the web. If we are on the same server, you see the dynamism more. Okay, so as it stands now, it's a bit flat. Okay, it's per user or per investor. So we're going to correct that so that you see the changes more whilst you trade. Okay, so the natural thing is that on the livestock market, there are instances that even if you buy, there's no price change. And this is because if I want to, let's say, buy MTN, all right, it's 4 cities now, and you have a lot of buyers. They've all done the evaluation. They've seen that the intrinsic value or the fair price is 4 cities. They can all quote that they want to buy at 4 cities, and it won't change the price. And it will be there until another information comes out that it has to go up. Then it will be different. So price changes, there is no automatic reason for it to go up or down. It's basically based on demand and supply. But the demand can be for a specific price, and that is what it's going to be. Please, is it clear? Any more questions?
Okay, so I'm looking at making it more simpler. Let me say, for maybe a question, maybe we have a simulation. As we have a simulation like this, and now, when they go to the system, they are just going to buy any shares of their choice. Any shares of your choice. But by you being on, like, for example, you have been informed, who will not tell you to buy this and this and this. You will buy your shares.
Yes, you buy your own shares.
Yeah, your own shares. Then, when your depending on the share that you get, it will reflect on your portfolio value. Right? So as a reflect on the portfolio value, we are going to look at by the 15 minutes, okay, as you are trading, by the 15 minutes, when you stop, we'll look at your portfolio value, what you have there. That will determine where you place. I want to ask that question, but that is clear.
Okay, so we intend to open the market quite early. The intention is to open it around, let's say, the 8 a.m., as we said. That's the plan. We will get you a server so that we will be trading on one server. When we open it, you are all supposed to purchase your stocks. Okay, purchase your stocks. You can have one person on the side be monitoring until the round comes up that you have to show what you have done. So if it gets to the round, let's say round 3, and you have to show what you have done, there's a display of your portfolio value. And at that point, if you want to sell, you sell. It is possible that by the time that we want to announce the results, at the time of recording, the price will drop. So you have to be smart to move it into the cash position so that you secure your portfolio value. So if at the point that the judge is coming to, let's say, record 100,000 and 130, at that time, you see the price drop, you can record the dip because that is what has happened on the market. You understand? So that is why it is important that when you see the gains, you sell and move it to cash. You sell and move to cash. You understand? Because, as I said, the price, it keeps changing. And if you have it on one server, you see it very dynamic in that sense. Okay. I think maybe Monday I have to come around there. Okay. All right, so that's how it works. Any more questions? Sell. As soon as you sell, it goes to cash. As soon as you sell, it moves to cash.
Yeah, now that's what I wanted to ask. And can we make it this way that anytime the price is down, you buy, and anytime the price is up, you sell.
That one
It's
is
up
your
to you, right?
decision. You are the investor. So I
Okay.
showed you a graph of stand chart. It had gone down like that. So when you buy at the dip, based on your own analysis, if you want it, you expect it to go up. You buy it at that price. When it goes up again, then you sell. So it's your own decision. Okay, it's not for me to instruct to you what you should do. You are the investor. You hold the money is yours. So see it as real cash. If you see it as real cash, then you understand. Yesterday I heard some of the students talking about emotions. I don't remember the school. Which school was talking about the emotional investing and stuff like that? I think one of the schools. I don't think, right? Okay, good. So you don't attach emotions to it. Just use the head. Just use the head. That's how investing is. If it's time to sell, sell. If it's time to buy, buy. Don't say, oh, I love this stuff. No, you don't do that. Oh, I love some chief executive, or I love the brand. No, you don't do that. If it's time to sell, you sell. If it's time to buy, you buy. And it's based on your own personal decision, no emotional attachment. Any more questions? Yes, there's a person here.
Okay, so I think I mistakenly refreshed my account and then I lost the value on my cash.
You lost value.
Yes.
Oh, then the system is not helping. So do you blame it on change in market or the system?
I think it's the system.
It's possible that by the time you refreshed and came back, the price dropped. Is it a drop in the value of the portfolio, or what did you lose?
I lost significant value on my
A
cash
big
balance.
A big value on the.
Portfolio value.
Okay. We'll look at the system on that, but I think this man mentioned it. So. There's an answer. You have an answer to it. Okay. Please give the microphone to. So since we launched this system, we are the first people to test it like this en masse. Okay, we've tested it on a small basis, but we are the largest group testing the system. So we've noted it down. We'll look at it.
Okay, so when this happens like that, I realize similar thing